Hey, welcome back to another video. My name's Luke with Stewart Motoring, and today we are going to pick up a new compressor for the shop. Alright, so for those of you who have been following the channel for ever since the channel's been born, which is almost 3 years now, for the first couple years I didn't monetize my videos, but starting in 2019 I did go ahead and monetize them, so put ads on them. And so we are in November now. It's been 11 months and I have made a little over $500 through ad revenue, which comes nowhere near to how much I put into the car, of course, or how much time I even spend editing these videos, but that's okay. I don't do it for the money. But nonetheless, it should go without saying that any money I make from YouTube goes directly back into the channel, tools, the car, things like that. I have a whole nother account for that money and it gets spent only on car stuff. So that's what I'm getting this compressor with. So essentially, through ad revenue and you guys, I'm able to buy this brand new compressor to, you know, get work done in the shop. I don't have one currently and I definitely need one, so I appreciate it. But one small detour we got to take is I am going to deliver the package for the poster winner of the previous video to FedEx, and we'll get that shipped off to you. Alright, so FedEx was closed actually when we first tried, so now we get to have a reason to bring the 240 out and take it for a drive. Alright, well there it is. Got it unloaded from the truck and pushed back into its general area of installation. It's going to go back in that corner, but I got to clean a lot of that stuff out. Overall, it looks really nice. Didn't see any damage or anything that caused concern to, you know, take it back. So, nice pallet. It was decently heavy, of course top heavy, but you know, we were able to unload it from the truck with 4 people. Probably ideal to get some more people, but we got it unloaded, so we're in good shape. So give you some close-ups of it around to the back. a nice compressor. So next we get to work on the wiring. The compressor is a 220 circuit. So I've got some 10-2 wires, 250 feet, which is quite a bit, but I've got more wiring to do in the garage. Got a surface mounted 220 outlet and then a plug. Dryer cord is going to work fine, and outlet and this. And then also a 30 amp breaker, but I actually already have a 30 amp double pole breaker in the electrical box, so I didn't have to buy that. It was actually going right there, but I need to run a wire all the way down and around and over to there. So that's what I'm going to start working on. All right, got the area clean enough so I can start working and get the wire ran, which is the first thing. So now I can actually reach the wall in some of those places. So as you can see, there's already wire ran, and the hole in the stud is big enough so I can feed this wire through it. I don't have to drill new holes, which is good. But yeah, this is the general area we're gonna put that plug. So I'm gonna run it along here and then go up and through the holes. And there's a hole in that board up there, and run it with these wires back to the box. Okay, so we've got everything wired up, the breaker and everything, including the compressor plug. So now is the time to go ahead and plug it in and test it out. That's plugged in. Now I just got to turn it on. And once I turn it on, the instructions say to let it run for 30 minutes with no load. So this hole is open, it's dark, but it's open, so there's not going to be any load on the compressor, and let it run for 30 minutes. So time to see if it works. Well, it's working. Well, it's fully broken in now, and I guess that's a wrap for this project. I'm very happy that this came together. I've never wired anything, especially 220. Wired it up, so that was all an experience. And the compressor did really well on the pallet, so I'm gonna leave it on the pallet that it came on. I'm not gonna take it off the pallet and then drill holes in the concrete and use the rubber pads. Seems a little excessive. It didn't vibrate barely at all on that pallet, and the pallet is small enough to fit through the door if I ever need to take it out of the room that I'm gonna build for this thing. So just makes sense to leave it on the pallet. I don't really have another compressor to compare it against as far as volume, like noise volume for pumping up, but it is decently loud. So it's not quiet enough to where I'm like, hey, maybe I don't need a compressor room to kind of box it in. It's definitely, you know, a decent volume, but I'm sure there's other compressors that are louder, but just my opinion on that. But yeah, I'll give, you know, a few last close-up looks here. I've got the dryer cord here coming back to the plug on the wall. This will be temporarily mounted until we install the insulation and drywall, and then that surface mounted plug will have to come off and then re-drilled over the drywall. Just the wire goes through all the studs, up through over there, across the garage, and into the 30 amp breaker over on the sub panel. Super happy we got this thing installed, wired up and running. Very excited that everything works as it should. I still have all the fittings to do, the dryer system to remove moisture from the air lines, and even get hoses for the compressor, but that'll be in another video. This video, we just wanted to get it installed, running, and I still have to go buy all that stuff, so it's going to cost quite a bit more money. But thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys following the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.